welcome back to my channel. My name is Bonnie and this is Happy Space Creates. If you are new here, hello and welcome. I've got our lovely Bella here to help us out today as well. I'm going to be going through with you what's inside December's sewing magazines, so if that is something that you love, do stay tuned. So welcome back everyone, thank you so much for joining me. I know it's been a few weeks now since I uploaded a video. I have actually been on holiday in sunny Cyprus and it was absolutely wonderful. You can't tell because my tan is fading so rapidly, which is really sad. But yes, so this video is actually a little bit later than what it would usually be because I've only been back a week and I've been catching up on all the washing, which as you can imagine is chaotic. So I'm going to be going through with you what's inside this month's sewing magazine. So it is now December, so all of our sewing magazines are nice and festive, which is really exciting. I've just gone to pick them up from the local shop. So yeah, Bella's here to join us. So she's very snoozy today, but hopefully she's going to be sharing some of her opinions on what's inside as well. Now, I know you guys absolutely love these videos, so I'm really excited to share with you what's inside. I will just have a little quick note that I didn't buy all of them this month. I only got the Simply Sewing magazine and Love Sewing magazine. I did see Sew magazine in the shop, but to be honest, the patterns just didn't really thrill me. And because of that, I decided not to go for it. I didn't just want to buy it for the sake of it. Such a shame because I do usually really love the content that is actually inside the magazines, but I sometimes find that sometimes the patterns are a little bit more older fashioned for me, being a young sewer. They don't always appeal to me. So yeah, so I didn't go for that one this time, but I did take a picture of it so you can have a little look of it, and I tried to gather what would be inside the magazine, so I'm going to insert a picture of it right here. So this is Sew Mag. You can see on the front there that you get 20% off Minerva and Sew Over It. So that is a little discount code that you get inside. It usually is like a stipulation to spend it on something, so it will be like a certain type of fabric or it will be a certain particular pattern that you get the discount on. I couldn't get the magazine and show you which one it was, but do bear that in mind if you're hoping to use that code. You've also got 12 essential garments to be made as well, so it does go into some like stylish trends. It does have like 5 exclusive patterns for you to make in there, which are exclusive to Sew magazine. But to be honest, this month there wasn't an awful lot of content on the front of the bag, which is great because you get a really clear picture of what patterns you get included. It does also say that you get a kids dress up book for free. You just have to pay the postage on that one, which is usually around £10. So that is also a really good gift if you want to give that for Christmas. I'm not sure how quickly they can get them posted for, but it is a great gift if you wanted to get that. And the patterns that you get included this month are the New Look K6460. So this pattern is really interesting. It is a tunic top slash dress. It looks like you can have some real fun with different fabric combinations on that one. It's got like beautiful little sort of like, not a button placket, but like a little patch that goes over the front, so it looks really cute. You can do different sleeve combinations and things as well. This pattern didn't really appeal to me because I wear similar stuff to work, like beauty tunics, so it looked a bit beauty tunic-y to me, so I probably won't make that as a fashion item. But it is really interesting if you maybe work in like, I don't know, a dental surgery or something and you're allowed to wear your own like scrubs or something. It's kind of similar to that sort of look. The other pattern that you get included is the Simplicity K8556. This pattern was really cute. This is like a multi-pattern, so you get like some trousers, you get a top and a jacket included. And this like really stylish dress. So the woman on the front was wearing it sort of really stylishly. It has like these cute little ruffle sleeves, which I thought would be really fun if you went for like sort of a chambray, like a fraying chambray fabric, or like, you know, anything sort of like that. I think it's really interesting. I think it's quite fashion forward, a bit Chanel-like. It's just not really my style, so I decided not to go for it, but I would be really interested to see what you make with it, because it is a really interesting pattern. So yeah, that's pretty much what you get included with Sew magazine this month. But let's move on to the ones that I actually have in hand. Are you holding my hand, Bella? Yeah. So let's have a little talk about Simply Sewing magazine. Now, the first thing that I noticed was I nearly walked straight past it because I'm so used to looking for the plastic wrapping. But Simply Sewing magazine have now converted to this paper packaging, which I think is really, really great because of course we all know it's going to be recyclable. So it is absolutely fantastic that they have done that. I think they've laid the paper out really, really well, so you see exactly what you're going to be getting hold of. So inside you can see that there's 3 patterns included. This magazine I could not wait to get hold of this month, mainly because it has the Jenna dress included. Now that is super, super exciting. I've seen lots of people make this on Instagram, so I absolutely love that that is included in this month's magazine. You also get the fleur blazer. Now, I will be holding these up closer to the camera so that you can have a little look. But the fleur blazer looks to be like a fitted, sort of mid-length kind of blazer. I love that it's not cropped and it's also not too long. It's sort of like the perfect length. Just covers the bottom and the hips, and it's got a full length sleeve as well. So if you are going back into the office at the moment, or even if you want to be smart working from home, I think that blazer is super, super stylish. You could make it in loads of funky fabric. Also, I'm going to be making one for sort of like nights out, like jeans and a nice top, and then a lovely blazer to be going over the top. I think that is absolutely great. And then also what you get inside is a sew over it skirt pattern. It also goes through winter fabric inspiration, and then it's got 19 easy sew projects as well. And so let's open it up and have a little look at what you get inside, because there seems to be a huge amount of content in here. I can also see some familiar faces as well, so that's exciting. Let's open it up and have a little look. So let's take a look at what's on the actual front cover of this magazine. So we can see here that you get an adorable little snowman toy to make, which I love that they always include a toy pattern in their magazines. These snowmen are absolutely adorable. You could just make him as a little decoration in your house. I think he's really, really fab. Also up here, really small, it has fun tree decorations that you can make. Tiny little knitted jumpers, which is really, really cute. I definitely love having handmade things on my tree. You've also got 2 ways to make the By Hand London Jenna dress. Now that was the one that I was really, really excited to try. So let's have a little look at the pattern here. So this is the Jenna dress. You can see the 2 different ways. I think these are great different alterations on a pattern. So one strikes me as really, really summery, and the other is a more autumnal / like winter version. So I would say the winter version is a longer length. It has a long sleeve, and it also has this really cute collar and cuff combination. Of course, you could make those in the same colour fabric, but it would be really cute to have a contrast because, as we know, that's really, really on trend at the moment. Also, the more summery one has this gorgeous neckline, which is like a sort of low square neckline. And then it also has these shorter sleeves, not a short sleeve, but like a mid-length sleeve, and then like a little tie ruffle detail, which I think is really, really cute. So the Jenna dress, I feel like, can take you through all seasons, and of course it is designed by Hand London. So that is an indie pattern included in the mainstream sewing magazine. So we're seeing a lot more of that recently as well. So this pattern comes in sizes 6 to 24, and I will insert the size range onto the screen right now for you to have a little look at. So do feel free to pause and find your size. So it is recommended that you make the Jenna dress in a light to medium weight woven fabric, such as crepe, drapey silks, rayons or linen. And the bodice and the sleeves can handle a wide variety of fabric, it says, including more stable woven. So that's really interesting. So I guess if you were planning to make this as a top, you could have a much wider variety of fabric, or you could play about with different top skirt combos. But I feel like they've left the kind of decision down to you. It seems to be like there's quite a variety of different fabrics you can use, but do search the hashtag on Instagram and get some inspiration for your Jenna dress at home, because I have been doing the same and I can't wait to make it. So that is the Jenna dress. So going back to the magazine here, we also have expert guides in lining, Peter Pan collars and the sewing surgery. So that sounds like that could have some really useful tips on how to do linings, which is something that I do need to work on. I feel like I don't line things as many times as I should. I definitely do leave that stage out just for more that I want to get the garment finished, but definitely a lining does add a professional finish to your garment, so that is good tips in there. Also, you've got the Sew Over It skirt pattern, Make Tonight, it says. This looks like a lovely little wraparound skirt, so perfect for Christmas parties. Also, what I love about a wraparound skirt is Christmas season means you can just loosen that little wrap a little bit if you've eaten a bit too much. So you've got hot water bottles, some cushions, and what looks to be a robe as well. And then you've also got a festive apron, a quilted tote bag, and a Christmas jumper. So I will just talk to you about what other pattern you get included. So it does say that you get 3 patterns included on the front. So I'm assuming that is the Jenna dress, the fleur blouse, and then the Sew Over It pattern that is actually in the magazine. You don't have a separate pattern. So this is the fleur blazer. Take a little closer look at this. As you can see, it looks to be quite nicely fitted. So if that is a style that you like, this has definitely got a really nice silhouette. It's got a full length sleeve, and there's a version A and a version C and a version B. Oh, different pocket variations, which looks to be quite fun. If you are new to pockets, this could be a really good learning curve for you. And also it is fully lined, so those lining tips in there are really going to come in handy for this pattern. This one comes in sizes 6 to 16, so again, I'll insert the pattern sizes for you now. And it is recommended that you make this pattern in wool or wool mixtures, cotton, corduroy, velvet or linen. So again, if you make a linen one, that would be great for the summer, and then also you could make a lovely rich wool one for the autumn winter season. So that looks to be a really great pattern. I think this is really, really chic. I might make one for a couple of nights out. They're wearing this over just simple t-shirts, which makes it have like a real casual look, but I think this would be great if you wore it over like maybe the Sew Over It pussy bow blouse. That would look really, really cute. So yeah, that is the fleur blazer. But let's take a look at what is inside the magazine. So this is the little intro page to the magazine. Now, the one thing that I really love that Simply Sewing magazine do is they have a book roundup at the side here. So we as sewists love a good sewing book because it's full of fun techniques and new projects, and you can get hold of them in pretty much most book retailers as well. My local bookstore has quite a good crafting section, so there's always something new to look at. But I love that they sort of spend time rounding up their top 5 new books. This is great if you're looking for gift ideas for someone who maybe you want to introduce into crafting, or maybe one for you to put on your Christmas list as well. But yeah, I always love having a little look at what new books are coming out also. So lovely Alice has got a pattern review in here. Now, if you don't know Alice from the Polka Dot Palace, they have a podcast called the Uncut Podcast. We absolutely love listening to it on our dog walk, so if you haven't listened to that, do go and check it out wherever you listen to your podcasts at home. So she's done a lovely pattern review here as well, in a beautiful Atelier Brunette fabric, and the pattern is actually the Lissuette sweatshirt pattern. I don't know if it's pronounced Lissuette or Ellie Sweat, but that is the pattern anyway. So yeah, so she's just showcasing some of that beautiful fabric. So do check that out. So that is that gorgeous Sew Over It wrap skirt as well. It's modelled by the beautiful Holly here. Again, if you don't know Holly, I'll leave her link below. Do go check her out as well. She does a lot of videos on how to drape your own patterns at home. But this pattern here is from the new Sew Over It ebook, which is a beginner's guide to sewing. So it looks to be like a pretty much beginner's pattern. So again, really good if you're learning to sew this Christmas. You could probably whip up a beautiful party outfit. So yeah, a simple wrap skirt, and that is from the ebook, The Beginner's Guide to Sewing. And then we also have a lovely feature in here as well, demonstrating these gorgeous Christmas jumpers for you to make for your Christmas tree. So if you are looking to make some last minute Christmas decorations, this is absolutely gorgeous and a great way of using up all those small scraps of fabric that you keep just in case you want to whip up something really small. So this looks to be the perfect project. I really like it because I feel like you can embellish it in like lots of different ways as well. So that is pretty much everything that is inside Simply Sewing magazine. I won't show you all the features because it will ruin the surprises for you. There's also some other gorgeous patterns in here as well, but I don't want to take all the joy away from you when you open yours at home. So that is Simply Sewing magazine. Let's move on to the next. So next up is Love Sewing magazine, and this still has its little paper packet on. Paper packet? Plastic packet, that's what I meant. I wonder if it will soon follow suit for the paper, because I feel like lots of companies are being more eco-conscious now. But that doesn't detract away from the content of the magazine. Let's take a look at what's inside. So inside you get a McCall's dress, and you also get a Butterick 3-in-1 floaty dress, which again, Christmas dinner, bit of full tummies. I feel like everyone needs a floaty dress for around the dinner table. So there's also an extra craft magazine inside, so I'm excited to take a look at that. This also has a 20% off Minerva fabric voucher inside, so again, that probably has a stipulation on it, so hopefully they're 2 different stipulations and then you get 2 discounts. But there's also a 4-in-1 special, this says, and you get a free book inside just to pay postage and packaging. Seems to be sort of similar offers going on inside each of the magazines, but let's open it up and take a proper look. So this is Love Sewing magazine's front cover, and that looks to be that lovely floaty dress that she's wearing. Let's have a little look at the first thing that caught my eye. So this is a timeless tailored trousers. Now you can't see the front of this from this distance, but these trousers look really, really super stylish, and I think that outfit that she's wearing is gorgeous. So again, if you've got an office Christmas party, or if you are heading back to the office, these would be really, really stylish and sophisticated to make. You've also got must-have winter dresses, and also a section on perfecting your pleats. You've also got a stretch skills workshop inside, so if you're looking to work on more stretch fabric, it's definitely what I need. You've also got to master your darts, quick pattern hacks, and improve your frill skills. So that looks to be these kind of workshops and things that are included inside. So let's take a little look at this bonus craft magazine. So the bonus magazine that you get inside is called Crafts for Christmas. Now this is absolutely lovely. It's a really thick magazine, so I feel like there's lots of projects in there for you to work on. Just some that they've got featured on the front is this gorgeous little crocheted sheep. I don't really know if he's particularly festive, but he seems to be holding some paper chains, and he's absolutely gorgeous, and if I could crochet, I would definitely make one of those because I think he's really, really cool. You've also got some brush lettering, you've got some paper craft, some embroidery, got some sewing inside, looks to be some patchworked stockings, so a knitting jumper. You've also got a couple of Christmas cards, recipes. There seems to be a baby hat and blanket. There's plenty of inside for you to make. A couple of sewing patterns in there as well. So really, really useful magazine. And also if you do want to just branch out and try some new crafts this Christmas, I mean that paper wreath is really, really cute. Again, like trying new things. I mean, is that knitted? Wow, that's knitted. I wish I could knit. Look at that. So yeah, really good if you like other crafts as well as just sewing. I'm just going to enjoy having a little browse through this, and it is really good to keep. So you would probably reference this every Christmas if you're looking for new gift ideas. So a really good little bonus magazine. So let's start off having a look at this floaty dress that you can wear for Christmas. So this is the Butterick B6705. I particularly love this polka dot blue spotty one that they've made. I love the different sleeve combinations that you can get. You've got a classic balloon sleeve, and then you also have more of a, I don't know what that's called, a fluted sleeve? Is that a fluted sleeve? Where it sort of comes down straight and then opens up at the end. I think that's a fluted sleeve. Please correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, gorgeous, gorgeous different sleeve variations. It looks to be a raglan sleeve with a little bit of gathering under the bust, so super, super flattering for all different bust sizes. And it has a little keyhole neck opening as well, so it's quite modest. So yeah, I really, really love that. It's got different ruffle variations on the bottom as well. So this comes in sizes 6 to 22. I will post the sizes up there for you now to take a look at. And you can make this in a variety of different fabrics, including crepe, rayon, it says double georgette. I guess this would be beautiful in maybe sort of like a viscose linen, or even a silk. That would look lovely in silk. So yeah, any sort of lightweight fabric I think you can use this in. Typical sort of floaty dress, floaty fabrics I would say. If you wanted to use a really sheer fabric like a sort of organza, you could even wear like a little slip underneath to make it super sexy if you feel like it. But yeah, I really, really like that pattern. I feel like you could dress it up and dress it down as well if you wanted to feel more casual. So that is a really good little one included. Ooh, this took my eye. Couldn't see this on the front. So this is the McCall's M7999. So this is a stretch pattern, so for knitted fabrics. And this has the hashtag Laney McCalls. So that is LANEY McCall. So if you want to look up that hashtag, you can do that on Instagram. This one here is giving me Britney Spears, Oops, I Did It Again vibes. That is what that immediately made me think of. So this looks like a knitted jumper dress pattern. It's got a high neck, so a mock roll neck. It's not an actual roll down, although you could hack it if you wanted to. It's just sort of like a mock roll neck. You've got different sleeve variations. You've also got this gorgeous side split as well. And then you also have one which is a regular sort of neckline. Really versatile, I think. I would probably make a different combination of the two different lengths to have it quite casually. She's got this one here, this lovely lady, version B, in a metallic-y kind of stretch fabric, and it's really, really gorgeous. Love the shoes as well, girlfriend. So this one comes in sizes extra small to extra large. I hate when they do that because it doesn't mean anything. But again, I will put the sizes on there for you now. And this is suggested for two-way stretch knits, so a 50% stretch for rib knit, jersey, interlock and velvet knit. Ooh, a velvet version, that would be lovely. But yeah, this is the McCall's M7999. That is a gorgeous pattern to include. Let's take a look at what is inside the magazine and see if anything catches my eye. So the one thing that does catch my eye is I keep seeing adverts for these wardrobe / sewing spaces, and I guess what I want to know is, does anyone have one at home? Because I really want one. I feel like it's so cool, like a bat cave for sewing. If you have one of these crafting wardrobes, can you comment below what you think of them? Because I think they're absolutely fab. But I keep seeing adverts for them and I am tempted to treat myself to one. So a lovely little crafting project included in this one. This is the Winter Wonderland Runner. It's got gorgeous little snowflakes on it as well, which are appliqued on a little patchworking project. This would be great for the table at Christmas, or also a bed runner as well if you've got guests staying and making it looking super festive. So a pretty versatile little patchwork project there. but really, really cute. And again, you would use it years and years to come. They have also got this beautiful little bubble hem dress pattern included. Now, I don't know if you all know what a bubble hem is, but it's basically where the hem comes back up inside itself and there's just like a little poofy bottom bit. Now, I used to have dresses like this when I was really young, so probably about 9 or 10, and I used to have a like gold glittery one and I loved it so much. So the idea of making myself a bubble hem dress as an adult really thrills me because it would take me back to my childhood. But this is a really gorgeous pattern, and a bubble hem is very, very flattering. But yeah, really, really cute. It's a great way of getting volume inside a skirt. They also have a little feature on blazers as well, where they talk about their favourite blazer patterns and the different types of fit that you get. Also different types of inspirations and fabrics to use. Now, this would be great if you have also purchased the Simply Sewing magazine for the Fleur blazer. So I feel like these two articles kind of go hand in hand and they should be in the same magazine. But yeah, really interesting, different types of blazers. Obviously they are really on trend at the moment, that's why they're being featured a lot. So it's really interesting to see that there's 2 key articles on blazers in each magazine. And there are those gorgeous trousers that I mentioned on the front there in all their glory. I think what makes them really stylish is the fabric that they have used. It's sort of like a 2-tone fabric, giving it sort of like a pinstripe kind of look. So yeah, it tells you how to make those stylish trousers in there. So all in all, you get quite a lot in the Love Sewing magazine this month. So yeah, that is everything that is included inside December Sewing magazines. Again, I'm not going to go through all the articles as I don't want to spoil the surprise for you. So if you have loved this video, do give it a little thumbs up, and if you would like to see more monthly sewing magazine videos, do click the subscribe button down below. But for now, that is it from me and a very sleepy Bella, and we will see you soon. Bye bye!